off on attack, all attention turn towards A. And they're quick with it.
And you can already see some impact with this extra smoker here from Sadak throwing up top truck. You get no value if you're playing up there if you zip on.
Dude, I mean, look at the site. Nobody can see anything. It's all just green and gray and everything smoked, everything covered. Tui's finding space in showers, less finding space on site. And Loud finding the round.
In a moment where the smokes fade, they find clarity. At any point, any of these controllers can turn into lurkers. I know that Valen on the desk was talking about how it's it could be, in some instances, a pseudo-initiator, and I fully... What is going to be the play here? Les with the fast molly to keep Angel and Shao contained down in Garden. And that forces Angel to TP out. I think the molly might have missed, actually, there. Shao got out really easily.
Whoa. Oh, and the other one from Sadak is massive. Zipan making a run at this round, though, with the Sheriff.
I think with losing CNET and Angel, though, these are the guys who are really doing some work with those light buy rounds that Navi was getting outside of the hero rifle rounds from Sugetsu. I do love how Loud played this 3-1-1 default. 3 players going up long, they get that control of Octagon, and then they have only Tui's watching the back of Sand. That's covering Les's flank. And Sadak deep watching bathroom too. It's a perfect anti-eco play. No pushes allowed.
Oh, there's a little something that they managed to get through. Aspas with the Phantom, though, just overwhelms Sugetsu. And that nade hurts. He tried pushing through it to count, and very quickly, if I may, I know that Aspas just got a bunch of kills, but Les is currently sitting at 4-0.
Yeah.
The guy's just been on a heater.
And look at that one way from Sadak. He can take this fully by himself. Very interesting, given the fact that he was trying to do this when he was playing Chamber on this map.
Yeah.
At Tokyo. And during the Americas playoff, he gets a trap play sprung at him, though. He can TP out of this, no problem.
Oh, the Trailblazer, they're hunting. They're pushing him further back, but he just created so much space off of his TP that they can't follow.
And look at this. They have such an abundance of smokes that Tui's just uses one to put him in it if he was in trouble. That's crazy. Oh, Angel. False information there. And they're not following it up with a flash from Shao, so that's a kill onto CNET given freely.
Another opener onto Aspas, too. Now 2 away from the showstopper in round 3. I mean, they're all lined up in towards short. You've got Angel, who's close by, though, cleaning up the first. Kawanzin falls. Aspas waiting for the challenge, and Angel snappy with it. They get the spike down, though. Sadak was the only one who had control of the right side, but they still have the utility of Les that they can play around.
Yeah, Tumali's time is taken away, but they're going to get pushed here very fast, so will he be able to get those off, and will they make a difference? Because I don't see an orb on the spike.
Les has to be cautious. He gets the first, tries to snap onto the second. Angel with 3 on the round. 2, he's swinging for it.
Not half.
Spotting one more. Shao's going to have to pick up the work that was not accomplished. He's gotten it 3/4 of the way. He's just going to be able to stick it the whole time. Angel was the protection.
Getting that first pick down short with, well, not instantly. It was belabored from Aspas to come through.
Yeah.
But Angel holds the line. Remember, he was rotating off in that instance. That's huge for Navi to continue to maintain that pace. So in moments like that, you need to see them continue to convert when they lose the man advantage. Because it's frequent, it feels like, at this point. Sadak using both smokes to really creep up on CNED right now. The one way to force him off the angle, and then as well, smoking the front of bathroom so he can just freely walk up. That's a free orb if he wants. And Aspas on the other side of the map too, with his showstopper now active.
Scout destroyed.
It's going to be really tough to actually activate this trap play that CNED and Navi want to play on Sadak because of the TP.
I mean, imagine you try to drop the wall in that situation, but no. Sadak was playing behind it. Sugetsu feeling some of the pressure. Utility goes instantly back up, and there's CNED. Was patient in showers, finds success.
The fact that he disrespects the smokes is very important there from CNED too. Using the utility from Shao to help that goal and that mission. They got one molly out of Sugetsu, but there's still one here, and that's where the spike is, so That's another
30 seconds
8
left.
seconds. They won't be able to execute.
I don't know that they're going to find much here with Aspas' ult either. Does he dare clear below him? No, he doesn't! Sugetsu drops him from below! Zipan trying to help control what's happening in Hookah, and so far, not good. 13 seconds left, though the spike is not in hand. I mean, Tui's is alive, but he can't get to it.
Yeah, it's top Hookah. No chance at all. And that's massive from Sugetsu there. I don't even know how he hits that. That's pre-aiming up.
Yeah.
It's really hard to give yourself the space in those instances where you actually control and pre-aim properly. No. Ooh, it's kind of a messed up satchel there from Aspas.
Because they have so many more.
This is an eco from Loud now. Shotgun bought up from Kalanzin. Aspas with still a hero rifle. That was saved in the last one, but given to Aspas.
How do they manage the disadvantage? Loud with very little to fight back with here, as you were just saying. Ult for less and for Tui's.
There's a stun possible at any point with this Trailblazer. It's missed though.
That could have been disaster, but they're going to try to crunch. They're going to try to crunch. Angel's going to swing it from door with the utility out. CNET pushes in with his ult though. Angel getting it with the ult too.
Meanwhile, they lose control of lamps in front sight though, so gonna potentially give up a spike plant. No, there's a spam!
Oh, he was not deep enough.
That smoke gives so much room there for that to happen. Sadak needs to be a lot more careful.
CNET looking to be more electric with the finger guns and scale up in a position you wouldn't be expecting. Hit still in play. Kalanzin with a Bucky. Going aggressive. I mean, if they can continue to play around the pit, they're going to have a shot at this.
CNET tries to punish off the backside.
That's another. That's another. Sugetsu's on his own. Seeker's invested.
They know he's off with that.
He's been so clutch. He's gotten it down to one. And it's the most.
Around everywhere. And with that shotgun from Kalanzin blazing the path. Les has so much room to play off the train. With the slow-mo and everything.
Early defensive hit from Navi and the swing out from Angel. Wanting to take that fight and finding it. Again, an opener from the leader. You talk about feast or famine. I mean, he's been dining on Loud for the last couple of hours.
That's interesting too. Kalanzin was actually doing a good job staying alive as the initiator. Another trap.
Whoa.
To force him out, and Angel just TPs, and he's safe with that wall. It's always able to go up from Sugetsu.
Yeah, he's out of the play though, and that's going to allow Loud a lot of room to work. The orbital strike back sight to clear things out, and you wanted to push CNET into a space where he had to take the fight. Les still falls, but Tui's on the counter.
The showstopper came out while CNET was fighting. Was just holding space for Zip on there.
They've got to be careful. Aspas and Sadak are the only two that remain, and Sugetsu's on the flank. He's got him crunched in, and if he takes long, there is no exit. They have to go forward. Sadak has ult. He could maybe flip the map, but Aspas would be left alone.
Player standing.
Trying to clear backside. Aspas falls. Sadak by himself.
30 seconds
So many
left.
angles to consider, so many things to clear.
The smoke fading. What is that, man?
He just had no chance. That's
And this right here, where CNET is fighting, that's completely giving and holding situation out once again. And Loud are really not having many more ideas than this initial default that Sadak has taken actually a lot more space this time against CNET. Neither side changing up the plan at all.
No, I mean, we're tied up at 3 apiece. I get it.
Nice flash, though.
No real confirmation that the plan doesn't work. CNET, Tokyo drifting around the corner and cleaning up Sadak. No real chance there.
It's super interesting that they don't pounce off that flash from Sadak, because it's perfectly positioned against the Na'Vi players, but they still weren't comfortable about lamps. Another shotgun from Kalanzin.
Remember, they had Bucky's in this round. Les is upgraded. He's got a Phantom now.
The big difference, no pit, though.
Yeah. There was so much value in that ult. You just don't have that resource to you. Angel on the flank. Once again, a situation where Loud are surrounded. Well,
Wait.
just wait for Angel.
I've seen this round before. Never mind, Aspas not going to loop back around. Find Ye on the flank. Oh, wait. That was 2022, huh?
Aspas manages to get the spike down, a little bit of money in the pockets of Loud. But Navi, again, with a ferocious defense that has proven to cause so many fits to Loud.
work in terms of roles, finally giving Zipan some leash to play on, and we've swapped up this op.
Whoa.
CNET's position, instead of bathroom,
He's playing
I'd
down
expect
long.
this. Yeah, it looks like they spot it now, at least.
Do they confirm that he stays, though? Yeah, he does give up the space. Aspas playing on the other side of the smoke. Both duelists with
The timing there.
an attempt at a fight, but it doesn't come true.
Sadek is the one still controlling short, while everybody else right now making sure there's no push out long, making sure CNET doesn't get cheeky with that op, but he's swapped up his position still. And Counting comes all the way over just to flash for Sadek, so he can start to throw some smokes out and make it look like it's an A hit.
Do
The
they
Trailblazer didn't spot anything down long either.
Dude, Angel's on an island.
Yeah, he's by himself.
Yeah.
Sadek is doing a great job pulling these rotates.
Yep.
If Angel gets in trouble here, he's going to TP and leave the site open.
Manipulated by mind games. The paranoia out, too.
The battle of the IGLs.
Xiao's the only one not fully believing. Oh, he takes a step back, but he got his. He got the kill.
What?
Sadek was trying to flip the map. Opportunistic timing from Angel. And a kill gifted. They're still going to try to get out. They're still going to try to get the spike down, but they've got the orbital strike they have to deal with. They've got the Seekers.
Is there going to be a flood, though?
13 seconds left.
That Molly denies the flood. They could definitely get this plant unless there's a spam from CNET.
But what else do they have?
No!
There's no way.
That was a millisecond.
Angel with 3. Aspas holding the line less. The first one snappy. Aspas on the second.
Sugetsu needs to drop the wall for Angel right now.
It's like they're trying to plug holes on a sinking ship. By themselves, each wall bleeding further and further as less gets it to a 1v2, and it's too much.
Navi on this defensive side, I know I've said this a lot, but they have a great hold on the game right now. Let it slip even an inch. It's real, I mean, this, oh no, he was ulting away.
I mean, it was a gift, bro.
That is as well. He's going to hold the long angle while Angel was considering peeking with Xiao's flash.
I thought he was going to. The Trailblazer again, that one-way CNET has to give the space up.
Yeah. You can play it from a lot deeper, but we also have this Aspas ult that we need to consider. It wasn't successful last time.
And it seems like they're going to try to do a bit of the same from the last time they had that ult. A pop out from Hookah. That flash, Angel's overwhelmed.
That's beautiful. He's playing in front of the wall too, so no real room for him to play other than maybe his smoke, his molly. Doesn't get that opportunity though.
No. Xiao and CNET both here. Op in the hands of CNET.
Look at this re-clear, Xiao.
One point away from having his ult online as Xiao goes exploring.
Toxins going up.
This is a tough angle to expect after you've already done pressure in this position. They've given up the space. Do they expect it though? That flash clears Hookah, backside, less swinging.
It went in between his legs. Less than Aspas
30
pounce.
seconds left.
Planted.
Every time you think that Navi have some way to swing this round and this game, Loud responds so fast. And they're already in positions to save.
Yeah.
Zipan, he's in spawn. There's no chance. Some damage done would be good though. The bank for Navi, not great, but still acceptable for a couple more buys. Meanwhile, Loud, I mean, saving all of the weapons when they forced up in this in a big way.
Player
Nice
standing.
double peek,
Yeah,
bro.
What are you going to do against that?
That's at the end of the round, too.
How does a shot miss, bro?
That is between, I mean,
That's lit. I
oh, he
mean,
legged him at least. That's crazy.
the thinnest of margins separating these.
More aggression here from Loud into bathrooms, but it's not just Sadak. It's 4 members.
You gotta be careful here. Does CNET, I mean, he has his ult.
He's just picked this up.
Yeah. Feeling some of that pressure, orbital strike online.
Yeah, we've seen him dive on that bathroom's push before, but I think he understands there's more to it than this. And also trying to rely on Zipon's elevated position with the satchel.
Meanwhile, look at how Loud are weathering this. They're already looking at the teleporter, considering the possibility of a crunch.
It's funny because most of the time it's them forcing Angel out into that teleporter.
2 ults invested.
Oh!
Boss finding one onto Zipon.
That could have been 2 too.
They still haven't established U-Haul control though.
Yeah, but just mauling them off. They've got them contained. Aspas's gonna go for it.
Is he aware of the second? Yeah, the pre-fire, but Sugetsu wins the duel out anyway. Les couldn't join in. They couldn't pinch him. But they maintain control. Satisfied with what they have, Les drops the pits of security even further. But Angel pushing forward, walking into his death as Les snaps on.
He's got a bite to it. That's twice now he gets his pit down on the safe side. That's twice now that it leads to a round win. It's funny, I feel like we've had less thrifties than expected, even though we're seeing constantly eco round wins.
Ooh, a fake flash on the swing.
That's really nice there. You think you're getting ahead of the flash, it goes a little deeper. You're looking for a peek. Granted, CNED did have one of those rifles, so that's a big pickup. Sadak, he's been the lurker all game. IGL versus IGL, judge in the hands of Angel.
It's a brutal angle, is he aware?
Surely he waits for his team when they're approaching. Oh, Angel just heard them. They made footsteps there. And the Trailblazer's gonna confirm. He's in trouble.
Angel looking to try to find a threat to pull on.
Yeah, look at that as well. Sadak trying to flash off the...
Ooh. He's overwhelmed, but he's playing inside of the smoke. Remember, he still has a judge, and from that distance, nothing is dealt.
And that smoke way too obvious what's going on, especially once you hear him jump out of hookah.
Planted.
And now Sadak actually has this flash to secure the round. He can just flash out hookah when they run out if he wants.
He might just mow him down by himself. He's already dealt with the duelist.
They don't need it anymore.
Nope.
A flood attempt, quickly stemmed.
Toxins going up.
Sugetsu with a nice one on with the Sheriff onto Kawanzin, looking for the second. A little bit of damage dealt, 35 HP amongst the 2 remaining.
Remember, they bought up Ops in that last round because they have weapons sitting near.
Yeah. Keep a close eye on it, who swaps over and when.
Les even has a backup judge here, which he might get to use right now.
Angel's so far up. He's so far up. Abusing the wall that was put before him. He tries to take some space and get a kill and can't.
Yeah, stimming away.
That is a classic Angel play, isn't it?
And they've swapped the lurk to Tui's in this case. Down bathroom, he had massive success in other rounds. With that up.
Pushed off the angle, the second one falls. Les and Aspas with openers towards A. Zipan surrounded, an aid at his feet. The molly too, the floor is lava, got the satchel away. CNED looking for it with the ult. He's not gonna find any value either.
Yeah, Sadak with a nice way to TP across the way where CNED is holding. Easily forces a crossfire from Loud.
Loosen up.
Still chances.
Albeit slight, but they are there. You're absolutely right.
And Tui's might get lurked on here where he just re-lurked through. Oh no, what is this
That's
name?
gonna hurt. Is it gonna kill him? It forces out the swing, he gets the kill, but no real idea that there's someone else there.
And Tui's has walked all the way through lamp, so now they should know what's going on. He's either close bath or down short.
Sugetsu's been so clutch. A 1v2 clutch in a situation like...
And then it was tie game on Ascent, where Loud came back in a massive manner. Here, they're in control for the first time heading into the second half.
And I'm sure you guys are getting tired of us talking about him. Les has 18 kills. Comp, you imagine, will be stronger on this side of things, but we'll see how it plays out.
Navi have been in a similar situation very recently. Not getting out of groups at Tokyo was the first time at a global event. They didn't manage that. And they're starting slow here.
Yeah, they are cautious with it.
Trying to reckon with that fact. This wall is very old. Blocks off lamps, blocks off spawn, and allows you to take some backside control. From Sugetsu, let's see what they do. CNED has one stun.
Oh, they've smoked so much. Oh my gosh.
How is he aware?
He was just so aggressive. But you're right, Tui's was ready.
It's a great path, but Tui's, I mean, contains and maintains control of the back of sight. Angel's gonna try to dive in it and gets punished. Loud, full control on this retake.
They may not give up a single inch here. Only a few members have taken damage, really just Sadak. And he's the first one on the fight with CNED on the other side. Aspas falls, CNED with reposition, no. Clothesline drop, they're overwhelmed. Loud pushing back and
run off so that he can make sure he stays with his smokes for the post plant. In this case, gun out, fighting the entire time. Sadak covers in with that space. Gets 2 smokes down that allow.
Talk about having control of the situation. Navi on a light buy, but we've talked about it many times this series. They're good here, they're comfortable here. They've made a whole lot of something out of nothing in situations like this before. And that was almost one. I mean, a pixel, the only difference there.
Smoke to cover from distance. They don't realize Angel is through, though. Unless they go for a reclay, that's probably not going to be a factor.
Oh, the elbow gave him away initially, and that double peek from CNED was perfect.
In fact, it is a factor. You're right, that double peek so strong. Angel giving his elbow first means that he has to flick for that angle. And CNED comes on the more traditional one.
Whew.
Sadak's got to be careful. He has the opportunity to walk back lamps there. That's twice. He's kind of lackadaisically walking across an angle.
They're making something out of this. Navi have gotten 2, but the hard work still left to do. Tui's with 3! Avoiding disaster. Surely what that would have been. But they're not out of the woodworks yet. Navi have gotten the spike down, and they've both upgraded weapons.
Aspas is so slow here to be able to help out less.
It's equal footing, a Spectre and a Bulldog on each side. CNED healthy, Sugetsu not nearly as fortunate. But that hasn't mattered in the past. Will it matter here? The Roomba detecting the first. Onus on Loud to reestablish control. The nade to provide some cover, and they double swing into it. Aspas saves.
Hit the first shot, and then he hits 3 kills.
Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th burst is what it took.
Low-key, I didn't know there was that many bursts in a Bulldog.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Like that is what it's going to require to close out this game, though. Fast push down. Aspas against Sugetsu. There's nobody else to fight.
Are there reinforcements? Will they help?
He's stuck.
Zipman just picked up the spike. They're coming to take the fight. Navi's pushing into this. How do Loud lose 2 there? Well handled by Sugetsu, who again was by himself.
And it goes from bad to worse. Les going for a reclear. And we're 20 seconds into the round, and it was basically wrapped up. His bonus attempt, out aloud, definitely hurt from that last round. Remember, only 1 player survived, so that's why they try to go for something crazy.
Yeah.
And it could have worked. I mean, Sugetsu was isolated, but ultimately,
I dropped the spike.
Navi capitalized with mass. I mean, Sugetsu's been playing so well.
Yeah, he has.
Talk about singing the praises of specific players here.
Did.
I honestly think everybody's stepping up. And what started as kind of a sloppy game in the beginning has turned into a really beautiful game of Valorant on Bind here. Remember back to Pearl, those were such slow rounds, really draining. You thought it might be a stomp, and then, man, have we upgraded.
I mean, that feels like a different series at this point. Well, we get a chance to check out the skin that Tui's chooses to play with.
Is that the topic you choose?
I mean, we've got plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Talk about pressure on Navi right now. They're finally the ones who have to try to come back in this game. Look at this from Sugetsu.
I mean, him against the world.
It's such a good angle. There's not really X-Plus in a position to opt this.
Yeah, but he has light armor on this. Or he has no armor, excuse me. It's a glass cannon. He's gonna have to satchel out. He was too aggressive. He was too bold with it. And Navi punish. Pounce as they find the best target they possibly could. And CNED scaling forward. He's taken over the site. He's taken over the round. And he's far from done. Kawanzine by himself, feeling some of the pressure. deals with the first and another situation where Loud desperately try to hang on to the only weapon that they have.
What do you think of this skin?
Low-key, I prefer the Prelude to Chaos, but that's just me.
This is ridiculous. Counter punch after counter punch. And what looked like, now Loud could have gotten up to 10
Yeah.
on that bonus. It was a very bold play.
Oh,
And
they're
now-
running this time.
Kalanzine holding on the last gun, which would be carried over in a very crucial way where we've seen trying to keep hope alive here is the crowd for Loud. And the thing is, NAVI have broken their economy. That's very unconventional. It doesn't give you that lurk access, or at least the same level of it, but it does allow you to flip that site, and that's what CNED did against Sadak backside there.
Comfort for Navi, as you wouldn't think they're down 2 rounds, given how this half is gone. They have full rifles. They've got money for days. They have 2 ults they can work with to get to, and Angel are so close to getting theirs on 2. I mean, this very quickly could become an avalanche. It overwhelms Loud. But Navi concerned about what might be on the other side, are playing this a bit more precariously. A bit more cautiously, a bit more
I
safely.
got Spike. Spike dropped.
A lot of control gained over towards the B site. So they're comfortable to back off.
I've got your trail.
Seekers popped.
This way.
Loud has numbers here.
Good flash from Sadak.
Very nice.
They disrespected those zip-ons through there, even getting the plant down.
I mean, they're going to try to push their way out from this. They're going to try to establish some presence on the site and try to get out ahead of
30
things.
seconds left.
Navi can flip the map, though, if they want, because they pause for just a moment. Sadak finding one. They've invested the orbital strike 2 to try to get another kill. CNED's ult, they've jumped everything into this.
Last player standing.
Concerned about the danger of rounds like this. And they manage it well.
And I have to say, CNED is getting very comfortable on this Neon.
Yes, he is.
They've tried it so many times on various different maps, Lotus, Bind. And now it looks good at the perfect time.
A dueling chorus of chants, cacophonous at that.
We need something to take up what has been quiet from Loud in the last 3. Us just waiting to go down. Me? No, yeah.
Oh,
Full bonus from Navi. You're seeing the implications of that now.
yep.
30
Is it really a surprise, though? And you think about the series and the way that it's gone. For us to find ourselves in this situation, Loud hanging on desperately, white knuckling as they try to hang on.
This, he's posted up inside of showers.
blinded.
And Navi, I mean, we saw it a lot on Ascent, deathballing their way to control in this B area. Wonder Loud going to be able to respond to that. They just walked through the orb.
Oh, the flash wasn't deep enough, but Kalanzine had
He's stuck now, though.
utility out. Can he try to find a way? He gets the first. It was free. Last on the swing, Angel's dead, and with that goes to Spike. Aspas looking for one with the ult. He tried to get high ground, but it's Les who stabilizes.
What a shutdown. Angel tries to go through the orb, but that was ill-advised. Molly comes through. Aspas is there in time with a nade. Everybody vulnerable. 4K. From who has really felt like he's turned into a leader for this team. All the talk of him doing a lot of IGLing, mid-round and calling. Dear, when they won and he took down that trophy.
Don't get in my way. Orb emitting.
Got so many ults that they can work with here. You just see Les using his ult
Scout
right off the
destroyed.
bat. Kalanzine
Oh.
still with Seekers. Seen it with the op, though.
He spotted both with that Trailblazer, both Aspas
Oh my
and Kalanzine and Sadak. And even when there's 2 players up top, Trucks, Sugetsu wants to take the fight. That's just absurd, and Sadak has been struggling to stay alive in these early instances. Look at the wall they're throwing too. Less from the other site.
Yeah.
Front lamps, front sight, but nothing more than that.
Showers control has to be established here if Navi want to feel more comfortable with this.
It's the same thing for Loud too,
Ooh.
so could have gone around the corner, spotted Angel, and then all of a sudden there's a nade at your feet.
Yeah. They're going to try to hang on. Angel's timing on this is going to be everything. Attack side pit used. And the Seekers to counter, but there's really nothing that they can do to pounce behind this.
Oh, what are those things doing?
It's just Aspas on the site by himself. There's help from
30 seconds
Kawanzin,
left.
yeah, sure. There's help from Tui, sure, and that's the biggest one.
Sugetsu's way close here.
Angel dealt with. The pit could be everything, and snap from Sugetsu is clean.
If he fell there, that round opens up for Loud.
I mean, it very well still may. They're down in numbers though, and Tui's is weak. Less repositioning and joining in on the fun. The flash is there. You see some of the spam through the pit.
Dropped the pit?
They dropped it.
Wasn't covering the spike.
They want to take the fight straight up. And that seems to have been the best possible decision. Unlock Zipan to get to. Tui's falls. Navi get another.
Of course it is. And again, this pick from Sugetsu onto Sadak is just crazy to me, given the fact that we had Aspas up top there as well. But the Trailblazers spotted both, so they both tried to fall off.
There you go. Oh, aggression again?
Every time this early bathroom fight happens, it feels like it favors the attacker. You saw Loud run a very similar play.
And again, it was when the buy was light.
Yep.
It's just pistols. Navi just seems so ready for that attempt at surprise.
And they've swapped up the wall here from Sugetsu too, so lurk ability much, much easier to achieve here. Orb positioned as well.
I mean, Navi have done such a good job of deflating Loud.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to the economy, though. I mean, how many times have we seen them hold on to scraps?
Yeah. And sometimes scraps is all you need, though.
The stun, the little damage done with the spam keeps him in.
That's one. The stun, though, man, I thought for just a moment. But there's really no shot here. I mean, Navi are putting themselves in a position now where they're going to be tied up at 10. They still have so much money to work with.
Yep. And they're starting to really cycle these ults up as well. Whereas Loud, in some of these instances, it looks like the goal is some of these orb controls. Either way. CNET's hunting from the backside here. It's not that important to get this kill, but
Well, I
don't
mean,
want to give him anything.
Yeah, when you think about ults being cycled for Navi, any sort of advantage, especially when Loud's on the other side.
Is there a knife here? Give me a knife.
Is what matters. No knife. The judge for Sadak. All rifles, all for Zipan as well.
Blinded.
Shao with the Seekers, a little bit of early info gathered from Loud, but Navi happy to give some of that away.
Silence on the map.
And tension just mounts and mounts.
No challenge down bathroom, no challenge anywhere. In fact, look at Loud's position. Playing delay here on B and playing back behind the Viper wall on A. Not even. Worried about peeking, worried about getting early information. They're giving it up and playing for retake. Sadak with the judge too in lamps.
I mean, they've got to be careful on this because if a retake is the attempt, you've got a couple of players playing too close.
This isn't working out for Navi. They're kind of stunning themselves, but
Sadak arrived.
did he just
I think he just ulted in, yeah.
He ulted into the smoke.
With the judge. Les still trying to hold him back as Les gets two. Sadak with another. Upgraded weapon success found. Shao left alone.
Sadak ults into the smoke past CNET. CNET realizes what happened, and he gets one pumped in the face.
Restam 30 segundos.
Jeez. Then the players are on stage to hype up the crowd. Realizing the situation at hand, they're full focused on the game right now. And Navi, all of a sudden, there's some shakiness here. Some very fast plays coming out on both sides of the map, but also feels like Sugetsu firing through that smoke. They're desperate to just find something. I think Sadak's going to play with the judge the rest of the game here, guys.
He found so much success with it previously, sure. You think about how money's handled too, it allows him a little bit more room to be able to buy for his teammates.
Well, just think about how many smokes are on the map on this defense.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually really smart.
And how frustrating it could be to face a judge.
But I think on the other side, we have to consider that Navi have handled that so well up until this point.
Yeah. Most of the time choosing the right site, so if he doesn't have that tool to TP back into the front. Ooh, Kalanzin.
Taking a little damage.
Very risky to just run up jump spot like that.
It seems like they're expecting it to flood out from Hookah, and they may be right. That smoke, the molly at its feet. They're going to try to flood out onto the site if they can, but it's a bit labored.
3 players here.
And now it starts to flow, and they've managed to get openings. They've managed to get the space that they're looking for. It gets 2.
And there's not even a gun here for Sadak to pick up through the TP because they weren't challenging this space. Again, playing for delay. Really look to Aspas here.
Oh. CNET spotted, no utility to help clear him out. The flash as he gets across. CNET staying alive.
Ooh.
Sadak wanting to make a play. Remember, he's got a judge. He's got smoke at his feet. He can tuck into. Actually spams in and onto Angel. Repositioned. Weapon grabbed. It's only CNET. A 1v1. It's
all loud all day here. How does he manage to do that? Angel saw his foot and then got led to the face.
All of that weighing heavy as they emerge from their corners for what could be the very last time.
Oh, Navi threw that smoke. CNET has been leading the charge. He's been the guy keeping them in this game. He needs help to keep this season alive. A season that slipped for Navi from promises and promising paths to becoming champions to now here. And there's no success with that boombot. That's intended to try to get some value out of clearing Hookah. The one thing it's done, it's kept Sadak alone here. Aspas is not rotating back towards A. Trailblazer down, clear sand. The rotate's gonna come in, loud. Know what's happening, 40 seconds. Still a possibility of pivoting, and we have mirrored ults here. Tui's can delay if he wants.
Spike planted.
But he opts not to. Zifan on the plant. The ult still in hand. Is Navi punching back? They've gotten a couple of jabs. And that cross might just be enough. Unless Kalanzin can counter. No. Tui's left by himself. And it's a prime.
Ulting, thinking Navi is going to just tap the spike. So he tries to delay for longer. Instead, Navi just stick it. Didn't want to induce a TP. Be a bell ringing for Navi. Or will we be going to overtime for another round? Judge brought up 2 judges here. The econ is not great, but a lot of ults to make up for that.
One of them already invested Les's pit, attempting to control A, and he is one of the ones with the judge.
Fast bathroom control too. You need Aspas to stay here. You need him to maintain control. Otherwise, that pit gets pinched.
Blinded.
And with that, Les is likely dealt with. I mean, if you're Navi here, you just want to draw out some of those ults, right? Get them out so you don't have to deal with them later.
That boombot broken by Kalanzin there, so Sadak's position still unknown. But they're backing off anyways. They want to use this opportunity to go for this pinch. Oh, and Aspas has a big shutdown in that ult.
That dog was not deep enough. So they're going to re-aggress Navi R and pull out and take the space. Aspas, trigger aching for the touch, and it's just a bit off. He's going to ult, he's going to go forward. Oh, he gets CNED!
They're pivoting back to B!
Sadak with the judge, and the second kill found! Is he going to try to ult out? Yeah, he's going to safety, he's going to elbow. Oh, but he stayed!
The cancel!
Sadak with the play! The savior for Loud! And now 13 seconds left, Shao and Sugetsu with so much to do, and all they can do is watch as the clock ticks away. The bell inevitably ringing, but they manage to get the spike down. Shao 1v4, no!